In the bustling streets of ancient Galilee, whispers of miraculous events traveled like wildfire. Imagine witnessing someone walk on water or turning mere water into the finest wine. These weren't just stories. They were moments that sparked faith and intrigue across generations. But what if there's more to these miracles than meets the eye? Fast forward to today, and we're still captivated by these incredible accounts. Scholars dig deep, searching for historical evidence that might shed light on these phenomena. Are they mere legends, or is there something profoundly real behind them? Picture a modern-day skeptic, arms crossed, challenging the very essence of faith. Yet, as the layers peel away, a fascinating dialogue emerges, one that intertwines history, belief, and the human experience. What do ancient texts reveal? Can science and faith coexist in understanding the miraculous? As we journey together through this exploration, prepare to see not just the miracles themselves, but also the powerful impact they've had across time. So, let's dive into this captivating blend of history and belief, where every miracle tells a story and every story has the potential to change lives. Are you ready to uncover the truth? In understanding the miracles of Jesus, it's essential to take a step back and examine the historical backdrop of the time. The social, cultural, and religious atmosphere of first-century Judea was a tapestry woven with various threads, including Roman occupation, Jewish traditions, and Hellenistic influences. The Jewish people were living under the weight of Roman rule, creating a sense of longing for a messianic figure who could liberate them. This context set the stage for Jesus' ministry, as many were eager to witness signs and wonders that would affirm his divine authority. The Jewish faith had a rich history of miracles, rooted in the narratives of the Hebrew Scriptures. From the parting of the Red Sea to the healing of the sick by prophets, miracles were seen as manifestations of God's power. Therefore, when Jesus performed his miracles, he was tapping into a well-established understanding of divine intervention. This cultural backdrop not only shaped the expectations of the people, but also influenced how they interpreted Jesus' actions. They often saw his miracles as a continuation of their sacred history, reinforcing their belief in God's presence among them. Moreover, the understanding of miracles during this period was not merely about physical healings or supernatural events. It was also intertwined with social and spiritual significance. For many, these acts represented hope and restoration, particularly in a society that faced oppression and despair. The miracles of Jesus, therefore, were not just spectacles. They were profound statements about faith, identity, and the nature of God's kingdom. The people yearned for signs that would validate their beliefs, and Jesus delivered in ways that resonated deeply with their expectations. Additionally, the religious leadership of the time played a critical role in shaping the narrative around miracles. Pharisees and Sadducees, with their differing views on the law and resurrection, often debated what constituted divine action. Their scrutiny of Jesus' miracles added another layer of complexity. The acceptance or rejection of these acts could significantly influence public perception. Thus, Jesus' miracles were not only acts of compassion, but also theological statements that challenged the established norms of his day. In summary, the historical context of Jesus' miracles was marked by a confluence of social unrest, deep-rooted religious beliefs, and an anticipation of divine intervention. Understanding this environment is vital for grasping why these miracles were so impactful and how they were woven into the narrative of a people yearning for hope and redemption. When we delve into the historical and textual sources surrounding the miracles of Jesus, we encounter a diverse array of documents that offer insights into this fascinating period. The canonical Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, serve as primary sources, each providing unique perspectives on Jesus' life and works. These texts are not only spiritual scriptures, but also historical documents that reflect the beliefs and concerns of early Christian communities. Their accounts of miracles are often laden with theological significance, aiming to convey a deeper message about Jesus' identity and mission. In addition to the canonical Gospels, there exist apocryphal texts that offer alternative narratives and interpretations of Jesus' miracles. While these writings were not included in the biblical canon, they provide valuable context and highlight the diversity of early Christian thought. Such texts often reflect the beliefs of different sects, revealing how the stories of Jesus were adapted and understood in various communities. This multiplicity of sources invites readers to consider the broader landscape of beliefs and interpretations that surrounded the figure of Jesus. The works of contemporary historians, such as Flavius Josephus and Tacitus, also contribute to our understanding of the historical context in which Jesus performed his miracles. Josephus, a Jewish historian, offers references to Jesus that, while brief, provide external validation of his existence and the impact of his ministry. Tacitus, a Roman historian, mentions the persecution of Christians and the execution of Jesus under Pontius Pilate, framing Jesus within the historical narrative of the Roman Empire. These references, though not detailed accounts of the miracles themselves, situate Jesus within a specific time and place, underscoring the significance of his life. Scholars have engaged in extensive critical analyses of these texts, exploring questions of authenticity, authorship, and historical reliability. The process of evaluating these sources is complex, as each gospel writer had distinct audiences and theological goals. This means that the portrayal of miracles can vary significantly, reflecting the diverse perspectives of early Christians. As a result, historians must navigate these differences to piece together a coherent understanding of the events and their implications. In conclusion, the evaluation of historical and textual sources surrounding the miracles of Jesus reveals a multifaceted picture. The interplay between canonical and apocryphal texts, alongside contemporary historical accounts, enriches our understanding of the time and the miraculous events themselves. By considering these sources, we gain insight into how Jesus' miracles were perceived and understood within their historical context, illuminating the complexities of faith during this pivotal era. When we dive into the theological interpretations of Jesus' miracles, we find a rich tapestry of beliefs woven through various Christian traditions. For instance, in the Catholic Church, miracles are often viewed as signs of divine intervention that confirm the authority of Jesus as the Son of God. They serve not only as a demonstration of his power, but also as an invitation to faith. Catholics might argue that these miraculous events reveal God's nature and his desire to be in relationship with humanity. Each miracle is perceived as a window into God's character, showcasing themes of compassion, mercy, and healing. On the other hand, Protestant denominations may approach these miracles with a slightly different lens. Many emphasize the role of faith in accessing God's power, suggesting that the miracles serve as a testament to the faith of those who sought help from Jesus. For them, miracles are not just isolated events. They exemplify the ongoing relationship between faith and divine action. This belief underscores the idea that miracles can still occur today, reinforcing the notion that God is actively involved in the world and responsive to the needs of his followers. Eastern Orthodox Christians also have their unique perspective on miracles. In this tradition, miracles are often seen as manifestations of the divine energy of God. They are deeply intertwined with the sacramental life of the Church, highlighting the mystery of faith and the transformative power of grace. The Orthodox view emphasizes that miracles are not just about the physical healing of individuals, but also about the spiritual healing of the community. This communal aspect reflects the belief that through miracles, God draws people closer to himself, fostering a sense of unity among believers. Furthermore, some modern theologians explore the miracles of Jesus through the lens of liberation theology. They argue that these acts of healing and restoration are not only about individual salvation, but also about social justice. From this viewpoint, miracles challenge existing power structures and advocate for the marginalized. The message of Jesus is seen as one of hope and liberation, where miracles symbolize the breaking of chains, whether they be physical, social, or spiritual. This interpretation encourages believers to engage with the world actively and seek justice, mirroring the actions of Jesus. In summary, the theological interpretations of Jesus' miracles are diverse and deeply rooted in the beliefs of various Christian traditions. Each perspective offers valuable insights into the nature of God, the role of faith, and the implications of miracles for both individuals and communities. Whether seen as acts of divine authority, affirmations of faith, manifestations of grace, or calls for social justice, these interpretations continue to inspire and challenge believers in their understanding of the miraculous. When we shift our focus to critical and skeptical perspectives on the miracles of Jesus, the conversation becomes quite complex. Many skeptics argue that the accounts of miracles are products of oral tradition, embellished over time. They might suggest that these stories served specific purposes within early Christian communities, such as strengthening faith or drawing in converts. Critics often point out that miracles can be explained through natural phenomena, psychological factors, or even social dynamics, rather than divine intervention. This raises important questions about the reliability of the gospel accounts and the motivations behind their narratives. Philosophically, skeptics often challenge the very concept of miracles by questioning the laws of nature. They argue that if the universe operates according to consistent natural laws, then any deviation from these laws, such as miracles, would require extraordinary evidence. This leads to a broader discussion about the nature of belief and the standards by which we judge historical events. Many skeptics maintain that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and they often find the historical evidence for Jesus' miracles lacking in rigor. Scientific inquiry also plays a significant role in the skepticism surrounding miracles. The scientific method emphasizes observation, experimentation, and repeatability, principles that are often at odds with the nature of miraculous events. Skeptics might argue that miracles, by their very definition, are singular occurrences that cannot be replicated or measured. This raises concerns about the validity of personal testimonies or anecdotal evidence, which are often cited as proof of miraculous happenings. Critics contend that relying on such accounts can lead to subjective interpretations that lack empirical support. Moreover, some scholars assert that the cultural context of the time influenced the interpretation of events as miraculous. In the ancient world, the supernatural was an integral part of life, and many people were more inclined to attribute unusual occurrences to divine action. This cultural lens may have shaped the way Jesus' actions were recorded and understood. As a result, skeptics may argue that what were perceived as miracles could have been misinterpretations of natural events or the result of psychological phenomena, such as mass hysteria or suggestion. In conclusion, critical and skeptical perspectives on the miracles of Jesus raise important questions about their historicity and nature. These viewpoints challenge believers to think critically about their faith and the basis for their beliefs. The dialogue between faith and skepticism continues to be a dynamic and enriching aspect of the study of Jesus and his miracles, inviting deeper exploration into the complexities of belief and the human experience. The miracles of Jesus have left an indelible mark on the cultural and artistic landscape of Western civilization. From the earliest representations in art to modern reinterpretations, these events have inspired countless works. Artists have sought to capture the essence of these miracles, often portraying the profound emotional and spiritual impact they had on both individuals and communities. Think about the way these stories have transformed into visual narratives that resonate with viewers, inviting them to reflect on themes of faith, hope, and redemption. In literature, the miracles have served as pivotal plot points or symbols that convey deeper meanings. Writers have woven the accounts of Jesus' miraculous deeds into their narratives, using them to explore human nature, morality, and the divine. From classic texts to contemporary novels, the influence of these miracles is evident in the way authors draw upon them to illustrate the struggles and triumphs of their characters. The ability of these stories to transcend time and context is a testament to their powerful archetypal significance. Moreover, the miracles have had a significant impact on popular culture, inspiring films, music, and theater. From epic movies that depict the life of Jesus to songs that celebrate his miraculous acts, these narratives continue to resonate with audiences today. Think about how a modern audience might engage with these stories through a different lens, yet still find the same themes of wonder and inspiration. The ability of these miracles to be reinterpreted and reimagined speaks to their enduring relevance in contemporary society. In the realm of visual arts, the representation of miracles has evolved over the centuries, reflecting changing artistic styles, cultural contexts, and theological interpretations. Artists from the Renaissance, such as Caravaggio and Raphael, infused their works with dramatic emotion, capturing not just the miracle itself, but the human experience surrounding it. This artistic evolution showcases how different periods allowed for varying expressions of faith and understanding of the divine, demonstrating the profound relationship between faith and artistic expression. Finally, The miracles of Jesus have also inspired a rich tapestry of symbolism that permeates various aspects of culture. From the use of water in baptism to the symbolism of bread and wine in the Eucharist, these elements serve as reminders of Jesus' miraculous acts and their significance in the Christian faith. This interplay of symbolism has enriched cultural narratives, providing a framework through which individuals can explore their own beliefs and experiences. Ultimately, the impact of Jesus' miracles extends far beyond religious texts, shaping the very fabric of artistic and cultural expression in profound ways. As we reflect on the incredible miracles of Jesus, it's essential to recognize that these acts weren't just stories from ancient texts. They were transformative events that shaped the lives of countless individuals. Imagine the blind receiving sight, the lame walking, and the hungry being fed. Each miracle a powerful statement of love and compassion. But let's pause for a moment. Have you ever wondered how these miracles resonate with our lives today? In a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, the lessons from Jesus' miracles can inspire us to seek hope and healing in our own circumstances. What about the historical evidence? Scholars and historians tirelessly examine these events, often uncovering fascinating insights that challenge our perceptions. How do you think these ancient accounts influence modern beliefs? As we wrap up, think about the miracles you might need in your life right now. Is it a miracle of forgiveness, healing, or perhaps a new beginning? The stories of Jesus remind us that miracles can happen in the most unexpected ways. So, keep your heart open to the extraordinary and never underestimate the power of faith. What miracles are you hoping for? Share your thoughts below, and let's continue this conversation together.